The farmer swirled the smelly concoction with her bare hands. Bebe stood on her hind legs to get a good look. Sometimes the farmer needed help, and Bebe always made sure that she didn't feel neglected. It was a busy day as usual, but the farmer was in the top 5 of Baby's priority list. There was seaweed, nettle leaves, burdock, horsetail, and other stuff in the mixing bucket. Bebe liked how the farmer's hands created eddies and bubbles. It was not like the ocean which she visited not too long ago. Now that was something else. Bebe got down and stretched on the grass. Her belly rose and fell as she sighed with the satisfaction that only nostalgia can bring. The ocean. It was almost like it was the natural habitat for a farm chihuahua. Bebe was getting drowsy as the headiness of the herby seaweed fragrance wafted under her nostrils. Something spiky was intruding the soft cloud of her wandering thoughts. Bebe stopped panting and paused. It was annoying, but was familiar. It was rounded and a tad salty. Bebe opened just her left eye and rolled it around. Oh, there it was, staring at her and upside down, the intruder of her cloud trip. "Bebe, what are you looking at?" the farmer inquired. She rolled over and trotted to Farmer's shoes. Maybe a nibble of you lovelies tonight." She drooled lecherously at the socks peeking fearfully from under the hem of the farmer's pants. The spiky voice of the farmer returned. Bebe knew all the different voices of the farmer. It was round and soft when she spoke to her. It was edgy and square with others. Sometimes, it was simply flat. The farmer spoke in many voices and in many languages. The spiky one was when the farmer complained, often to herself. But this time the spiky voice was also partially hollow, which can only mean that the farmer is complaining about something that she cannot understand. Babe tipped her good ear flap and listened carefully. "Can't be a bird. It is too deep. Can't be an animal. This bucket is too high. Who can possibly be siphoning off more than half of my fertilizer tea every night?" There. Bebe could detect a whistling, spiky, hollow voice. Wow, the farmer is really frustrated and annoyed by something that she didn't understand at all. It must be a mystery. Bebe decided to investigate. Her nose was pretty good at picking scents. All she had to do is isolate the scent of the seaweedy concoction and find out where it leads. If she finds the thief for the farmer, maybe she will get a treat. Bebe smacked her lips. Tuna flakes, fried chicken, maybe a piece of bagel. A drop of drool almost appeared and then retreated back. Bagel. Oh well, that would never happen again. She knew better than to be dreaming impossible gluten dreams. Bebe stretched and followed the trail. This was the easy part. It led her to the hedgerow by the edge of the farm near the grape arbor. The green scent curled and forked into multiple wispy ends. Bebe went around the hedgerow. She must solve this mystery for the farmer. She works so hard, and which creature would steal from her? Not on her watch. She inhaled deeply and dove straight into the thicket of the hedgerow bushes. The scent was strong here. It took 38 seconds of snorting and nose-twitching before Bebe discovered the Seaweed Tea Thief. And she barked. How she barked! She went round and round, thrice clockwise and thrice anti-clockwise. She jumped on the farmer's legs and tried to drag her to the thicket. "Bebe, what is it? What is it, Bebe?" The farmer's voice was mostly curious and a touch annoyed. Bebe stood in front of the thicket and pointed proudly to her discovery, the pale, crouched thief of the seaweed tea. "Look, look! I found it!" "Bebe, there is nothing there. I have to return to work. It's over 90 degrees today." She shook her head as she watched the farmer retreat back to the field. She never understood why they always wanted to work in the sun when they can sleep in the shade like she does almost every single day. Bebe crawled back into the thicket. "I see you. I know you have been stealing the farmer's plant tea." She snarled and hoped that the pale skinny one could see how its sharp points shone. The pale skinny one cowered and shivered. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal." Bebe felt instantly sorry for the creature. This one didn't smell dangerous and seemed scared. So you admit to taking almost half of the farmer's tea? Yes, yes. It was delicious and green, and I needed it. I need it to survive, to keep living, you see. You needed it? Bebe sometimes plays dumb, and that was mostly around cats, but she was not so dumb to believe that anyone really needed the fertilizer tea. Sure, the seaweed part was good, but there was burdock and nettle and comfrey. Bebe almost gagged at the thought of comfrey after 3 days in the fertilizer tea. You poor thing. Why would need something so vile? I can show you some gophers. There are plenty of them around. There is no need for you to keep drinking that. No! The pale skinny creature squeaked so loudly that Bebe winced. No. No gophers. None for me. Why not? They are plump and juicy. Bebe had to stop herself from wandering off into the dreamy world of gopher tastings. She looked at the pale, skinny ones suspiciously. So, what are you? And why do you drink the green stuff? And why can't the farmer see you? The creature straightened itself with as much pride as it could muster. I am Rakta. I am a vampire, and I am a vegetarian. Bebe scratched her ear with a paw. Great. But what is that? Vampire, vegetarian, Bebe mumbled in a small voice. She did not like to advertise when she didn't know something. She was hoping that Rakta would not think of it as a query, but as a statement, and elaborate regardless. Well, that's obviously why I can't eat gophers and have to hide here when it's daytime. Of course that's why. Bebe recovered quickly. Wait, that's why you like the farmer's green stuff? Rakta nodded vigorously. Bebe looked at the pale jelly-like blob with some doubt. I have to ask you something. Are you a girl or a boy? Bebe decided that it was an important question to ask. Actually, I have a good guess, but I want to know if you know too. Bebe was a proud chihuahua, and there was no point in letting others know what you didn't know, was there? Rakta blinked. I don't know. How can you not know? Bebe was beginning to think that the lack of gophers in Rakta's diet was the cause for such slow-witted dimness. Rakta bristled, almost as if Bebe's thoughts were said out aloud. Well, what are you? I am a girl, obviously. Bebe shrugged. How do you know? Rakta was curious now. See this? Bebe pointed to a pink scarf that the farmer had tied around her neck to keep her cool in the summer heat. It's pink. That is because I am a girl. So all those who wear pink necks are girls. Rakta bent down to check for a scarf, but there was none. This was all very confusing. Bebe was taken aback. This is a smart creature. It won't stop asking questions. The farmer is a girl. The farmer's friend is a boy. I know that because his face is hairy, and the farmer's is not. Bebe pointed to the farmers out beyond as they were striking the earth over and over again. They seem very angry, Rakta observed. No, they are not. That's normal around here, Bebe clarified. But you are hairy, like the farmer's friend. How are you a girl? Bebe was stumped. This is very complicated. Rakta scratched a pale and transculent ear. Bebe looked tired. It is not that complicated. They will tell you if you are a girl or a boy. Rakta looked crestfallen. So what am I? Nobody ever told me. Do I have to be one or the other? We should ask the farmer. She knows everything. She even knows how to catch gophers. Chubby gophers. Bebe stuck out a pink tongue as her belly rumbled. But I can't. Rakta took a step back and hid further behind the shadows of the thicket. Bebe knitted her brows and frowned. What a strange creature. Bebe! Bebe! The farmer called out, and then followed with a long, piercing whistle. That means I have to go. I will see you later. Bebe took off without turning back. There could be a gopher gift. A dog can dream.